Good evening and a warm welcome. I'm Grihatul. The battle for Bihar intensifies as both alliances, the ruling NDA and the opposition Mahagathbandhan, grapple with last-minute negotiations and mounting internal pressures. It's a high-stakes arithmetic where every seat counts. Every ally demands its due. On the one side, the NDA seems to have placated its partners, Nitish Kumar's JDU, the Bharatiya Janata Party and smaller allies like Chirag Paswan's LJP Ramvilas, Jitan Ram Manjhi's HAM and Upendra Kushwaha's RLM, after weeks of backroom bargaining. On the other hand, Team India's Bihar chapter, the Mahagathbandhan, still faces hurdles. The RJD won't budge, the Congress remains in a limbo, and the left and the smaller partners wait for clarity as the countdown begins. With battle lines drawn and tempers high, the big question tonight on the Super Saturday debate: can both camps iron out the flaws before it's too late? Also, will alliance arithmetic turn into political chemistry or fuel fresh rebellion?
बहुमत के साथ जीतना है और जितना अच्छा समझौता उतने अच्छे परिणाम, और मुझे लगता है इस दिशा में हम सब बहुत आगे बढ़ गए हैं।
हम लोग पहले ही डिस्कस कर लेना चाहते हैं ताकि बाद में गठबंधन के भीतर किसी भी चीज़ को लेकर, सीटों को लेकर, प्रत्याशियों को लेकर, कहां पे कौन कैसे प्रचार करेगा, कैसे, हर चीज़ को विस्तार से हम लोग चर्चा करना चाहते हैं।
असली बात तो यही है सीट शेयरिंग का। सीट शेयरिंग अंतिम दौर में है, कल से परसों तक सारा घोषणा है।
Let's open this up. Dr. Kaushal Kant Mishra, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, is with us. Also with us is Sujata Paul, spokesperson of the Congress. Professor Sangeet Ragi, political analyst, and Rashid Kidwai is a senior journalist, is also with us. Let me begin with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Dr. Mishra, I'd like to understand, considering this meeting has just about ended at JP Nadda's residence after 9 hours. And it was both Upendra Kushwaha and Jitan Ram Manjhi who were present, but not Chirag Paswan. You seem to have placated Paswan earlier on yesterday itself. But the two alliance partners, have they left happy? Is the seat sharing arrangement almost done?
Yes, it's almost done, and you will get the result by tomorrow. After the CEC meeting, every seat should be declared. And we are old allies, natural allies, so I don't feel there is any problem. Yes, it is because for the last 5 years is going to come. And if we are going for this type of government, we have to find out pave the road for long term. It's not about 1 day or 2 days. So it's better that we solve all the problem. We should discuss all those issues which can cause problem in the future. It's better that every discussion should be done prior to any final comment. So in my opinion, under the Modi ji's guidance, everything will be done. There is no problem in NDA alliance. And you will come to know all and every seats by tomorrow after the CEC. I don't feel any problem here. Because if your aim and objective is that the Rashtra Sarpratham and every alliance is following the same, then path may be different. But ultimate goal is same, the Rashtra Sarpratham.
Okay, Professor Ragi, are you taking the Bharatiya Janata Party at face value? Because 9 hours was too long a deliberation that went on, particularly for the two alliance partners who possibly refused to budge from their earlier demand, because the earlier demand by both HAM and also the other party was more than 20 seats, which has already been given to Chirag Paswan, we believe.
Griha, I don't think that they have any option but to finally follow the line which the BJP is putting before them. For simple reason, because Upendra Kushwaha doesn't have any big following beyond a particular constituency. And so is the case with Jitan Ram Manjhi. Now, Jitan Ram Manjhi is exercising pressure on the coalition for the simple reason that he wants to make his party getting accorded the state level, state party, at least at that level. So he is demanding that last time we fought elections on 7 seats. This time it should increase. Let me also say that Upendra Kushwaha contested parliament election, and he lost the parliament election, and that too by a very significant vote. So coalition is a compulsion for both Mr. Manjhi and also Upendra Kushwaha. They cannot see their future beyond the coalition. Finally, either. So I don't buy this theory that it is all for the big serving the nation cause. Finally, when you enter into this kind of a negotiation, you are trying to get share in the cake as much as possible through the negotiation and bargaining. That's the real position. And I think that the NDA is on comfortable wicket. They know that they are going to win this election because RJD, under the leadership of Tejaswi, reached the optimum level last time.
Okay.
When they secured nearly 37.23% of the total vote cast in the Bihar Assembly elections. So this time the social coalition stands in favor of the BJP, because last time Chirag contested separately from the NDA.
Yes.
And this time, if we put together the coalition of Chirag and all other, even Kushwaha, then I find that there is no contest. It will be a one-sided election.
Yeah, even Kushwaha is an addition, but there is no PK factor at play here, no Prashant Kishore happening?
Prashant Kishore will certainly, what happens that Prashant Kishore now is, if you talk to the people in Bihar, they rallied behind Prashant Kishore earlier.
Okay.
But now they have come to realize that Prashant Kishore is basically turning out to be vote katwa.
Okay.
Vote katwa for both the RJD and the BJP NDA alliance. If you look at the Prashant Kishore traveling wide length and breadth of Bihar, he concentrated and focused in the North Bihar, and particularly also in the Sahabad district, or you can say the Ara, Buxar districts, where the Brahmins rallied behind him, and in the Simanchal area, the Muslims rally behind him. I don't think that the Muslims are going to vote for Prashant Kishore, because they know that Prashant Kishore is not going to defeat BJP. So they will, finally align with RJD. And similarly, the upper caste and the Dalit coalition, which stands in favor of the BJP, would also not like to, vote for Prashant Kishore, for simple reason that because they remember that what was the nature of Jungle Raj when Lalu Prasad Yadav was at the head of affair. It started pending from 2001, Panchayati Raj elections, where the Dalit, who were the majorly victim of the atrocities of, the RJD governance, they had started aligning with the upper caste in the local elections also. And from there onward, you find that there is a complete change in the social coalition that is leading to the victory of Nitish Kumar in 2005 elections.
So, Mr. Kidwai, I'd want your expert opinion on this. Why is Prashant Kishore then going after the RJD bastion? Why is he fighting from the same seat as Tejaswi Yadav?
Well, I think first I would want to comment on Professor Ragi's assessment. According to him, there is no segment in Bihar or no big community that would not be voting for the BJP NDA alliance. So according to him, it's a one-horse race, which we know from the ground reality that this is not true. See, every political party is entitled to play a big role and contest as per person's whims and fancies, and that is where we see there is a lot of clash when it comes to Jan Swaraj by Prashant Kishore vis-a-vis the Mahagathbandhan as well as with the NDA. His thing reached towards the youth, about unemployment, about all kind of infrastructure problems that are many are posing a challenge, because the same group is being targeted by Mr. Rahul Gandhi as well as Tejasvi Yadav. So Mahagathbandhan stands to lose, but his plan against the corruption has put the BJP and Nitish Kumar government in a bit of a spot. So this is an X factor, as we know. Prashant Kishore in this election, we need to wait and watch, because many times what happens that the third player, in the sense in terms of ideology and political groupings, sometimes they just come and make a huge impact, like Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, and sometimes they fail to make any impact. So we have had in the long this thing in state assembly elections, we have seen both. Now it remains to be seen how effective would be PK, but PK and Jan Swaraj is going to be forced to be reckoned with, in the sense regardless of what happens to him.
No, but that
and his
bigger
party.
force, that it can be a possible third front that emerges victorious, or it can be a force that could probably give that lost ground to the Mahagathbandhan.
Yes, so the amount of money officially and unofficially that's being pumped in Bihar election for the first time that I am seeing, and a lot of people are Labhartis and all. I see a very little scope of a third front person or third party making a big impact. So it is either going to be for Mr. Nitish Kumar, or if Mr. Nitish Kumar falls, the JDU in particular, then I don't see the NDA coming back. So these are the two broad scenarios are there. I think that as far as the Muslim factor is concerned, Professor Raghi, whatever he may say, they are solidly behind the Mahagathbandhan, and there is no reason why they would dump Mahagathbandhan.
So Sujata Paul, is it the Congress camp or the entire Mahagathbandhan camp, they are not in that sense very off the Prashant Kishore factor? Since we are on the PK factor, we might as well get done with that aspect of the debate.
Good evening, Greha, to my co-panelists and also to your audiences. When you talk about Prashant Kishore, it's very clear that this is one of the tactics of the BJP, because the BJP-RSS combined is the one which brought in Arvind Kejriwal in a similar manner, and Prashant Kishore is also the Arvind Kejriwal of Bihar. But the fact of the matter remains that when you talk about Mr. Prashant Kishore, why has he been brought in? Clearly, what Mr. Raghi said, I agree with him on that point, that he's going to be the vote cutter. But why? Because now the Prime Minister knows that nobody is voting in his name, and the people of Bihar are very, very intelligent politically, and therefore you saw the things that they have done, 10,000 rupees in women's accounts. Then the talk of corruption was totally suppressed, because this is the figure which is very, very important. 70,877 crore worth of bills were not shown, and the CAG has raised this report, and this has to do with urban development, rural development, health, panchayati raj, and most importantly, education. And people of Bihar are concerned about it, because I remember just 2 years back, there was a group of youngsters who walked from Champaran to Delhi, protesting the Agniveer Yojana. Then there have been so many paper leaks, and there has been no answer to those. When you talk about
Paul, it's good that you are mentioning figures, and you are mentioning about what is the debt that the government is still trying to suppress in Bihar. There is an announcement that has come in by your alliance partner, in this case the RJD, and the NDA is going after him. Where is he going to get the money to in fact make good the promise that he's making even before he has reached anywhere when it is about coming into power in Bihar? What about the job announcement?
It is about an alliance. And when an alliance works, let's also see what do we have in front of us. We have run this country when, when we didn't have a needle being manufactured in India. And look where we brought the country. So clearly there is a corrupt government over there.
No, but I'm asking you a simple question. And you mentioned about what Professor Raghi said. You say that, okay, you align with his idea that Prashant Kishore, in fact, is going to turn up to be a vote cutter. But he also mentioned that this will in turn go on to benefit the Mahagathbandhan, because we could see a possible alliance between the Mahagathbandhan and PK's party. What do you say about that?
No, the fact of the matter is that Prashant Kishore is clearly going to harm the BJP because Prashant Kishore Pandey is talking about himself and his ideas. And of course, even though the BJP thinks that they are going to be able to use him as a vote cutter against us, but the fact remains that all his ideas are ideas which have benefited the BJP. And like I said earlier also, people of Bihar are very, very intelligent. Now you tell me, where was the need for the Prime Minister to send 10,000 rupees through DBT to women's accounts? Because he's unsure. Where was the need to disenfranchise so many voters of Bihar, when today we know that there are voters with no names appearing in this new list? There are 5 lakh voters who are
we are going to the SIR part in just a bit, but right now we want to cater more to the seats sharing arrangement. But I would want to bring back the BJP spokesperson here, Dr. Mishra. Your word on the Prashant Kishore factor. Of course, the Congress is not able to make the exact point. I really want to understand the point that Sujata is making. On the one hand, she is trying to draw an analogy that Prashant Kishore is like an Arvind Kejriwal. On the one hand, nationally, the Congress did ally with the Aam Aadmi Party in the name of India Bloc. On the other hand, they are accusing that Prashant Kishore is just as Aam Aadmi Party. What is it that we are looking at over here? While that PK factor is being discussed, there was a problem. As far as Chirag Paswan is concerned, there was conjecture that was rife that he might just be jumping ship, joining Prashant Kishore. So that will be a strong third front, a third alliance that Bihar might just have looked at. But so far, the NDA has managed to keep it at bay. What is really happening with this PK factor in Bihar? Dr. Mishra.
It will be decided by the people of Bihar, but Congress spokesperson first said that it was launched, PK was launched by RSS and BJP, and ultimately she is saying he is going to harm the BJP. So there is contradiction between the two statements. Either first is not correct or second is not correct. Second thing, everybody remembers the Jungle Raj. What was the Jungle Raj? It is meant for RJD's 10 years from 1990 to 2005. And what is Sushashan Raj? Everybody says Nitishji is Sushashan Babu. It itself says what change happened in the Bihar. I would like to give some examples. Basic thing, education. Education expenditure was increased by 20 times. Literacy rate from 47% to 80%. Student-teachers ratio, 65 per teacher to 28
okay,
per
Sujata,
teacher.
I see you put out those placards, while you are in frame, but I really want to understand. This is one question that I asked you. You were not able to comprehensively, conclusively answer that question. And this is about the seat sharing arrangement. If you are so boastfully putting out that data along with your alliance partner, which you're not able to come to terms with as far as seats sharing is concerned, RJD, Congress wants a bigger share in the pie, has been the conjecture that's very, very rife. BJP is coming on record. They're talking about, Dr. Mishra is putting things on record. They're talking about how they have placated each and every partner. And the seat sharing agreement, the final one, is going to come out on Monday, the 13th of October. There is no number, no date from the Congress's camp, from the Mahagathbandhan camp.
Priya, you expect us to follow the BJP or
no, absolutely not. I want you to tell us if there is no confusion. If the Mahagathbandhan is very, very confident that there is no fissure when it is about that camp.
Absolutely. As far as fissures are concerned, they are there in the BJP alliances. You're seeing what has happened. Don't you remember? Mr. JP Nadda had gone to Bihar and said, we are going to destroy all the smaller parties. But I want to answer the BJP spokesperson also before I come to this point, that when I say that Prashant Kishore is the same, has the same mass that the BJP RSS alliance has, I mean that they have been brought in to be vote cutters. That is exactly what the BJP does. It doesn't say that they are with us and that's why we are promoting them.
So are you saying that he is going to be cutting RJD vote in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party? Is that what the Congress is saying?
No, but this time it will be Prashant Kishore who will cut into the votes of the BJP clearly, because people are very, very annoyed with the way governance is happening.
All the more reasons for you to align with him. But Professor Ragi, what do you see happening here? Do you think that the NDA has cracked it when it is about the seat sharing arrangement and the Mahagathbandhan is still in a limbo?
Let me say that democracy is always a choice between bad and worse, and between sometimes worse and the worst. Democracy is not a choice between good and bad at all. This is my understanding of democracy. So certainly you will find fault with the NDA government also.
Okay.
But when the people go to vote, then they measure in a relative positions.
No, but I really want to understand, since we don't have much scoop from Mahagathbandhan, no meetings, nothing is coming out at the moment, but we do know what happened at the NDA meeting. Why the 90 minutes for Upendra Kushwaha? And in fact, I need Rashid Kidwai also to deliberate on that. Why do you think that placation took so much of time? 90 minutes to him, he was there, only then he left the residence, and after that we saw the Home Minister coming out.
Well, I think it's very plain and simple. The NDA alliance has its own set of problems, and a carrot and stick policy is being adopted. And
Okay.
I don't need to elaborate upon what stands for carrot and what stands for stick. We all know this. So the BJP has, being a ruling party, double engine. It has a greater amount of maneuvering. Had it been this kind of disgruntled thing of Manji, Kushwaha, and Chirag, if they had been in the other side, they would have parted ways. This is very clear and writing on the wall. They are under tremendous amount of duress. But this is an applied sort of politics. We cannot.
And yet
take
they
this
are
as
with the
a-
NDA. We will
as a-
only know what happens on
as
the
an
13th
excuse.
of October. But so far, this is where it stands. Whether or not Upendra Kushwaha has got the short end of the stick, we will only know on the 13th of October once things are made clear from the NDA side. Right now, it's a wrap from my side. I'd like to thank all my guests for joining me on the